reported last night that they occurred in California and Indiana.
Okay, so notable here that it is publicly available information, compelling us to ask, what could hackers actually do with access to publicly available information?
Yeah, as was mentioned, I think the most important thing is to think about what they couldn't do in this instance. The head of the Department of Homeland Security's CyberArm said yesterday the hackers did not get anywhere near anyone's vote or the systems that tally those votes. Basically, these hackers, which are from a Russian hacking group, a notable one, sometimes known as Energetic Bear or Firefly, they broke into these county government systems, and the networks were such that they could then laterally move within different county government offices, which gave them access to some of this voting data. But it's not clear at this point that the intention of these hacks was actually to gain access to that sort of data, considering the targeting was so much broader. They tried a lot of different networks in the government and aviation sectors. Now, this is really different than what we saw in 2016, for instance, when there were targeted specifically at voter registration systems in a number of states. We have not heard about that sort of targeting yet in this election, although these attacks are still really worrisome for these officials who fear what Russia could do around the election if they do have access to these sorts of county systems.
So what's the federal government doing about it?
The biggest thing is just talking to voters about it this time. So that way, if these hacking groups do use this access to, say, deface an elections website or mess with a results display page in the time after the election to show a different winner than actually won on election night, voters know how to differentiate between that and actually affecting election results, the underlying numbers. That kind of interference is aimed at Americans' confidence in the legitimacy of the election, with the hope of making some voters doubt that the results are legit, basically. Officials are trying to avoid that by getting out in front and disclosing the breaches now, telling voters what to expect.
NPR's Miles Parks, thanks again for your reporting, Miles. We appreciate it.
Thank you.